Oh, okay. So it's the Saturday morning and I've still got stuff to do. I did all my baking yesterday. In a couple of hours, I've got to pick up the savouries, and that's about it really. But let me show you, you can probably see in the background, let me show you the table. Yeah, let me show you the table. Sorry for the kind of yellowness. I had to put the light on. It's been so bright every day this week. Bright blue sky. It's been cold, but bright blue sky. And then Saturday is like, hello, grey and overcast. So this is the table. The settings. I got these from Amazon. Luckily they came in a pack of 2 because they're so thin. You can, I mean, you can still, this is a wooden table and you can still even sort of still see the grain of wood, but it is what it is. My cousin helped us to set up the placemats. And these are the, oh, gosh, she said that she breaks it. Cake stands, again, I got it from Amazon. I think they're actually all right. So you're going to have the savouries down here, then the sweets, and then the scones. So let me show you now what I baked last night. Okay, so here's what I made. So these are the scones. Let me just... Now, they came out quite small. I think, well, I thought I used the right cutter, but obviously I didn't. But I think they look cute anyway. The recipe is really easy. I've never made scones before, never. I used the Jane's Patisserie scones recipe, and it was really, really easy. I will put a link to that in the description. This is, I can't really see, but this is lime and coconut cake, which is a classic. I love it, love it. This is banana bread, which everybody loves. And then this here is, it's a bottle. You know, you can get those cake mixtures in a bottle. So this is Marks and Spencer Percy Pig. I originally bought it. I bought it last year to do like a TikTok/Instagram reel on it. And I kind of forgot about it. And I thought, well, actually, let me actually bake it. Again, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is add the wet ingredients. So to this, you had to add 2 eggs and 170 grams of melted butter, and then mix it all in and put it in. It smells amazing. I did taste some of the mixture before it went in the oven, and it's really sweet. So yeah, I've got one more cake to show you. So this is a cake, I say quote unquote recipe that I saw on TikTok. Basically, the cake is made of Swiss rolls that you cut in half. And you're supposed to kind of put them in a round shape. I mean, this doesn't look very round, does it? It actually looks a bit like a heart. It's not. I mean, if you look, let me take you around the cake. I mean, you know, it's like a kind of abstract. Yeah, and then it's covered in whipped double cream. So when you cut into it, you'll see vertical layers, not horizontal. It looked really good on TikTok. So we'll see how it turns out when I cut it later. I just decorated it with sprinkles because, you know, even though I haven't baked for a long time, I've still got sprinkles, in-date sprinkles. I've got loads of them. So yeah. Okay, so I've just come back from picking up the platters. I had a bit of a moment because I hadn't received a confirmation from Marks and Spencer, and I'm like, okay. So I ended up calling the customer service, and they said, oh no, it's there. And then about 15 minutes after that call, I got a message saying, a text message saying to pick up your order. So these are the M&S afternoon sandwiches I got. Oh. These are the party mini wraps as well. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Which I've got. And then I also got these from Wenzels, it's a bit steamy because they're actually warm. These are sausage rolls. I also, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Got myself some sausage rolls, because the sausage rolls from Wenzels are all meat, because I'm the only in the people today who are coming today. I'm the only one who doesn't eat meat. And I didn't want to get the vegan rolls with Wenzels because there's only a minimum of like 18. So I thought, let me just get the meat sausage rolls, and then I got myself two Greg's vegan sausage rolls. But what I'll do, I'll put links to the platters that I've got in the description as well. Okay, so I'm all ready. I've put the oven on. So everyone's due to get here at 4. It's about 20 to 4 now. Once everyone's here, then... Oh, I've got to take the sandwiches out. I must do that in a minute, out of the fridge. And so once everyone's here, then I'll put the scones and the sausage rolls into the oven so that they can be warmed through. They're not completely cold, they're room temperature, but you know, room temperature at the moment here in London is flipping cold, as in cold. So to warm them through, and then that's it. And I hope it goes well. I hope they enjoy it. So yeah. So it's the day, or actually the afternoon after. I haven't really got a lot of footage because we were just, you know, having a really good time talking, debating, vibing. So I haven't got a lot of footage, but that's good, isn't it? It means I just wasn't on my phone all the time. So what I'm going to do is just kind of talk through my review of the stuff that I bought for the afternoon tea and what my guests thought as well. The Marks and Spencer savouries, genuinely most people like them. Actually, I think everybody liked them. There was one on there that people didn't particularly like, which I think was beef and horseradish. There was something about it that they didn't like. But they liked that. They liked the wrap things. The duck was the favourite out of that one. In terms of the vegetarian options, pescatarian, they were fine. I quite like the spicy bean wrap was really good. Wenzels, everybody, they loved the sausage rolls. They loved them. They said, "Oh, where is from Wenzels?" Oh, Wenzels. So I think a lot of people don't really talk about Wenzels. I mean, I didn't. Only recently I've known about them because they've got a branch in Crouch End, and when I was down Crouch End a while ago, I was like, "Oh, this is new." But yeah, they really enjoy the sausage rolls. The scones, everybody loved my scones. I was so happy because, like I said, it's the first time I made them and everybody loved them. They thought they were so good. And even though they were smaller than they're meant to be, I think people appreciated them. They loved the uniqueness of them being mini. If I make them again, I'm going to do the mini again. That was good. On to the sweets. Now, my guests have had my banana cake before and they've had my lime and coconut before. That was fine. So the only kind of new thing was the Percy Pig Blondie mix. Way too sweet. Way too sweet. Blondies tend to be sweeter anyway because it's based on white chocolate, whereas brownies is based on dark chocolate. And with brownies, the dark chocolate can kind of takes away from it being too sweet. But when you have like a blondie mix and then you're adding Percy Pig in it, so it has the actual Percy Pig sweets in it and there's some other kind of jellied stuff in it, it was so sweet. So not a big fan of that. I know they've got a brownie version which I want to try to see if it is just as sweet. So the brownie version I think has Colin the Caterpillar in it, but not a fan of the Percy Pig blondie. And then there was the cake I forgot. I completely forgot. It was only when my guest started to go home, I looked in the fridge, even though I'd been in the fridge multiple times that afternoon, and I thought, oh my gosh, the TikTok cake. I completely forgot about it, completely. But it was fine because one of my guests stayed overnight, so I sent some of the cake home with her, and the rest of the cake is going elsewhere. But it's made up of Swiss rolls. So you get these Swiss rolls, you cut them in half, you kind of try and make a circle. Mine turned out, like I say, oblong. and then you cover it with double cream. I mean, you could probably cover it with buttercream if you wanted, or Swiss meringue, or another type of buttercream. But this particular recipe had, was whipped double cream. So covered it with that, piped on, did some piping with some sprinkles, and that was it. And it was actually okay. I thought it would be really sweet because the Swiss roll that I used was the Swiss roll that had clotted cream and jam in it. So I thought it'd be all too much, but it was actually okay. Though if you don't want it as sweet, I would say to use Swiss roll that just has jam in it, and it would be fine. But I can't believe I forgot. I was like, oh, but it's fine. It's still going to get eaten anyway. So that was my afternoon tea, and I really enjoyed doing it actually. Um, but if you want to put on your own afternoon tea, you don't actually have to make anything. I wanted to make the cakes because obviously I'm a cake baker. But actually, you could buy everything shop bought if you want to. You don't have to make anything. And you can decide what you want to put in your afternoon tea. If you want to, you know, I was actually going to add crisps as well, but I didn't need to in the end. But yeah, it's just something a bit different to put on your own afternoon tea. So let me know in the comments if you've ever put on your own afternoon tea, or if you would. And also let me know, in terms of afternoon tea, what is your favourite? Is it savouries or is it the sweets? Until next time, cake lovers.